Hola and bienvenidos. Welcome to my live. Yes. Hey, Psalms. She is numero uno. First. So, guys, I just want to say if you're watching the replay, thank you. I appreciate you. If you could do me a favor and give me a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate it. Kind of lets YouTube know that somebody's interested in what I, the pescatarian gardener, has to say. So I just want to say thank you for that. Also, too, um, I know that you are busy. I know that people have things to do. So if you're watching the replay, it doesn't diminish the fact that you're watching the replay and you are not here live. I want to just say thank you, thank you, thank you. So now let me address some that are in the chat already. As you see, Psalms is first. Hey, sis, so good to have you. Good to have you. She says, good God's glorious evening, and everyone, and to me, yes, absolutely. Hey, Mike, how are you? Just a kind reminder from Mike, please hit the thumbs up button. It really helps. What's up, boss lady Denise? I often talk about, you know, uh, staying in fit, staying healthy, and I admire this woman so much because we live in a society where people are defined oftentimes by how they look, and you've got to be a certain fit into a certain box, a certain size. And she puts it out there. She puts herself out there. She does her her journey. I don't want to call it a weight loss journey, but a journey to better health, to a better body, fitness, and that is what is so important. I do follow her. There are days when I wake up and I do not feel like exercising, even though I know I should. And a lot of times I'll put on her and Wellness with Frugal, Life with Tashiria, and it encourages me. You're tired, but get in there and do it. So thank you so much for being here. It means a lot. I appreciate that. Hey, happy Monday from Happy Mac. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming. She said hello to everyone. Yes. Everybody is speaking. I love those little emojis. So cute. What's up, Laura's Garden and more? Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for coming. Psalm says blessings to everybody. I hope everybody had a beautiful day. Hey, beautiful, right back at you. You know, I appreciate you so much. I apologize. I said I was going to call, but kind of got a little busy this weekend, but I promise, I will do my best to give you a call so we can chit chat. But thank you for the support. I appreciate you. Tell the hubby I said hi. Everybody is saying, and here is this beautiful woman I talked about. Life with Tashira. Wait, Tashira. I think I said it right. What's up, Jags? How are you? So good to see you. Tashira. Yes. So do me a favor. Throw your temps in the chat. Let me know where you're at, like Georgia, blah. I'll tell you mine. I'm in Georgia. Y'all know that. Right now, it's 64 degrees, 35% humidity. The high today, guys, was 71. It was an absolutely beautiful day. It was gorgeous. I wish I did not have to work today. I would have been outside in that yard. This weekend, oh my goodness, guys. Low, because we had that freeze. And I mean, they typically do it, but this time it was just phenomenal. They had so much reduced. I thought about you, Jags, because they had blueberry bushes. I thought about Life with Hands because he just planted a ton of blueberries. And I decided to get some more. I have one pink lady lemon blueberry bush. and the rest are different varieties. So I have 2, 3, 4, 6 or 8 now. I purchased 2 more. They were $8, guys, at the blue box store known as Lowe's. $8. Also they had trees, $8. Now, this is when I wish I had some tons of acres. I've told you this before. I've always wanted to have a tree line, a fruit tree line driveway. So, coming up this long driveway, you've got your citruses, you've got your apple, you've got your pear, but I don't have acres and acres and acres. So I have to settle for what I have. And while it is not acres and acres, I do have a nice amount of space. And I purchased 2, 3, 4 trees. Yeah, I had to do it. They were $8. There's no reason why you should leave a tree if you want trees and they're $8. So I got one and then I got another one. Yes, it does. Thank you so much for understanding, because that's really what happens. Weekend, you're trying to do this and that. So I appreciate that, Karen. Thank you so much for understanding. You just have to think about how you can make the space. How you can make the space. So I've come up with different ways in my mind to where I can put more trees. So I purchased a loquat, which I already have one. So now I have 2. So that's good, because although trees may be self-fertilizing or self-pollinating, if you purchase 2 and they're 2 good mature trees, they can kind of help each other out and your production will be even more. I purchased another red ruby grapefruit. I was super excited for the simple fact that I have 2 already, and one has 2 grapefruits on it and the other has 1. So last year, the one that has 2 gave me 1. This year I've got 2. It did have more, guys, but from shifting the garden around, to be honest with you, I was not as gentle as I should have been, and a lot of my trees dropped their fruit just from the sheer of shuffling and pulling and tugging. And then I got them settled, and then I did it again because I realized, oh, I can't do what I want to do here. I've got to do it there. So I lost a lot. So that's on me. That's my bad. However, I think next year is going to be super fantastic. Some of you in the chat, I've learned a lot from. I've learned a lot from others. Broke Farmer. I've learned a lot from Tina, the New Orleans gardener. I've learned a lot from so many people. And that's just 2 people I'm mentioning, because those are people that most people in this chat know. But there are other people. Some are large, some are small, on different things of how to make my trees more productive or healthier, which leads to greater production. And things that I've done research on, NPK and the importance of it. Mine are in containers, so watching very carefully what they do, how they do it, noting it down, making a tree diary so that I know, oh, this tree did better when I had it over here. Let me keep it here. I'm not going to disturb it. This tree had an issue with this. Let me watch that. So it really does help. So that was my weekend, purchasing trees and doing what I needed to do. Oh, I wanted to go back to that. So Mike said he just fed his squirrels, which is always fun. Guys, have you seen his video? He just recently put out a video, and I am just so stoked every time I watch these videos where he will have the little peanut out and they will come and grab the little peanut. They are so comfortable with him. They have gotten to be hand fed. And I think it's a beautiful thing, seeing as how I love, love, love animals. I really do. So Karen said, I sure do. You okay. Now I'm eating overnight oats. Okay. So when you say overnight oats, did you cook them last night or did you soak them overnight and cook them today? Just curious. So Psalm says, sorry if I missed anyone. Dipping back into the bushes, folding up and putting away the lawn. Listen, I appreciate you. I understand completely. We live busy lives. You know, oftentimes when I am listening and really in a live or listening to a video, I may say I'm watching it, but in reality, oftentimes I'm glancing at it. I'm doing the same thing, folding up clothes, cooking, cleaning. I sometimes will listen to it while I'm driving. I can't watch it. I listen and I gain so much. And then oftentimes, if I'm listening to something and I can't watch it because I'm driving and it's showing something, I will go back and rewatch it when I'm sedentary and I can look and see what I need to see. So I'm glad. So he said 58, Georgia. Now, since you said that, I'm going to say this. When you did a video, Jags, there was a video you did and you were showing your trees. I saw how closely they were. And I was always told, oh, they should not be close. It breeds this, that, and that. And then, oddly enough, I saw another video of a man that has hundreds of trees and they're right next to each other. They're not spread way apart. He trims them, takes great care of them. And the person interviewing him asked him about that. And he says, no, he takes care of them, make sure they have good airflow. He makes sure that they're not literally touching each other, although they're next to each other. So I've learned that it can be done, which is why I knew I could afford to get more trees, because I knew now how to space them out without them having any issues. So I appreciate that video, which is not a recent video, Jags, but it's one that I remember. So Psalm says she's 49 and she's in Chicagoland. Oh, at 2 p.m. Okay, okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, look at this. 31906. Happy Mac is speaking. So she says St. Peter's, Missouri, 59 here today, and right now 51. That's still not bad. 40 all week, low 27. Not bad. Nope. If you're in a colder climate, hey, that's not bad. That's not bad. 28 and snowing with ice balls mixed. I need some sunshine. I'm going to try to send you some. So the next person I'm going to show, this lady right here, hardworking lady, having them lives every morning. You know, I admire her because when it comes to me, I have a whole week to prepare Mindful Monday. And by the way, if you don't know or did not notice the topic was getting back to nature. So in just about 4 minutes or less, we're going to talk about nature. As I was doing my research, there was a lot that I realized I did not know or did not completely understand. So I wanted to share that with you. So we will get back to that. Laura says she's in Columbus, Georgia, zone 8B, and it is 67 degrees. Nice, nice, nice. Hello, beautiful. Pinky up when you're drinking that tea. Upstate New York, I forgot to say. Oh, no problem, no problem, no problem. I have such fond memories of upstate New York. When I was a kid, my dad, and I'm sure I mentioned it before, so if I've said it before and you remember, apologize for being redundant. But my dad, his best friend, lived upstate New York in Liberty, New York. And I would love going up there because they had a lake, 15 acres. They had cabins. It was just so much fun. Can't be, no, you cannot. You cannot. And y'all, if you haven't, check out Miss T. This lady, last year, she was not even on this garden level. She was not. And now she is doing big things. Big things. Yeah, exactly. It's worth the chance. It really is. And let me tell you, I'm going to do a video on it. But I'll tell you now, spoiler, the trees are tall. These are not little trees. These are tall trees that were 6 feet tall. The two of them were 6 feet tall. I was like, yes, I'm not leaving that. I'm just can't do it. What's up, Jagaroni? I like that, Jagaroni. I've always heard to plant at least 3. Mm-hmm. Yeah, which helps. Hey, Mama Shirley. Now I've learned something about her that has helped. If you have the space, even if you live in a cold climate, you can put it in a garage, you can put it in a basement, but you can make it work. It's all about what you desire to do. Yes, please, por favor, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you don't like it. Whatever, just let YouTube know. Just let them know. All right, let me hurry up and get to the bottom of the chat. Introduce you to Remedy Farm. Ooh, let me write it down so when we talk, I'll remember to ask you about that. I think you soak overnight. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I was thinking. So Mike said raw oats soaked overnight with fruit. They don't need cooking. Oh, wow. I did not know that. Raw oats cooked. No, not necessary. Add fruit. So where do you get your raw oats from? Just curious. He said, same here. Everyone is speaking. Let me hurry up. What's up? She is Sunshine. There's your sunshine, Happy Mac. You want a sunshine? There you go. How are you, sis? Thank you so much for joining. All right, guys. I'm sorry. I'm slow with this chat. I want to hurry up and get to the bottom. Yes, please. Appreciate you. She is speaking to everybody. All right. So, 5 feet. Right. Thank you. I always thought you got to have one here, spread out there. And guys, the hubby said I could put some trees in the front yard. That gives me more space. So I'm happy about that. Yes, thank you for that. For those that may know, 5 feet apart is good. Good. All right, guys. So Mike says some people worry too close can spread illnesses. That's what the guy said. You have to pay attention. Let your trees tell you what they need and how they're doing. And you cannot procrastinate. If you see something, boom. And there are preventative measures that you can take. Hey, baby. How are you? Good. I'm glad you made it home. Okay. Excuse me, y'all. So Mama Shirley said 39, high winds, dry and cool. High winds. Did you hear that? That was my imitation of high winds. All right. So it was 85. Woo, 85. Yes, girl. Beautiful. Not bad, but I've been cold for the past 2 days. Saturday it was 80. Wow. So Mom said I just checked and went down to 45 now. It's supposed to go down to 39 overnight. Cold as a penguin's nose. Yes. What's up? That's my art. Good to see you. So guys, I'm gonna just be putting everything up. You can see it. I just want to get into this topic. So most of us are trying. Hello, LGG love. How are you, sis? Love your premiere with the greenhouse. You have that thing stocked with a lot of stuff, and I love that. I love the fullness of it. Seeing so much, it's just amazing, and the variety was amazing as well. Hey GT Junior, how you doing? Good to see you. Here's another one, GT Junior, that is in Alaska, guys, and pulls his stuff in. How do you have chickens and trees and all of that, and you live in Alaska? Go follow him because he will show you how to do it. Mike says, my friends in Brooklyn, her accent cracks me up. I sometimes try to cover the accent a little bit. I don't know why. Sometimes just a little self-conscious. While I'm happy and proud to be from New York, sometimes when I'm out and I say water, people are like, oh, you from New York, the way you said water. And I'm like, do I say it like that? But anyway, yes, I do. Yes, you do. Yes, my best friend is from the Catskills. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful. Love it. 43 highs, low temp. Oh, 7B. Got you. 43 still isn't bad. Red milk. Oh, yeah. You know what? Let me tell you. I used to get some of his stuff, basically the oatmeal, but I haven't seen it since the pandemic. Have not seen it at the store that I purchased from. Have not seen it. I do not. I used to love Quaker Oats. After I tasted his, oh my goodness. Nope. Don't do it. I don't do it anymore. Don't do it anymore. Um, yes, I think so. The steel cut. So much better and healthier for us. All right. So, guys, what's up, my double lock sister, Nikki? Thank you so much. She did a short, which was so touching to me. Go check it out. Sometimes people put up uh, shorts or videos and they may have music in it, and it was just the music that really resonated with me. So yes, Bob's Red Mill old fashioned rolled oats. Very good. All right. Hey Barb, how are you? So good to see you. All right, guys. So I'm going to stop for a minute. I love aw. And I'm going to get to this topic. What's up? I keep seeing people, so I'm sorry. Hey, Sylvia, thank you so much. My mom always said it's rude if someone comes in or you come in and you don't speak. So I am trying to speak to everybody really quick, and acknowledge everybody. So, oh, I did it. I'm at the bottom. Yes. All right. Oh, guys. So tonight's topic, like I said, is getting back to nature. And so we know that many people, I feel, and you may agree, since the pandemic have started growing, planting, becoming more resourceful due to limited supplies, limited ability to obtain certain things. And so I decided I would check out some things. And man, let me tell you, I learned so much. I learned so much. Whether it's medicinal, it's herbs, natural remedies, whether to treat something or to prevent something, is so much I've learned. And I'm sure everybody would agree that they've learned something. Whether it's from doing your research or whether it's from things that we've learned from other people. So, one thing that I would like to talk about is infusion. I did not quite understand to the full extent of what I thought I did, what it meant when it talked about infusion in natural remedies. I had the idea that it encompassed everything, but there's a difference. There's a difference between diffusion and decoction. Decoction is something very different from infusion. I was not aware of that. So, tonight we're going to talk about infusion and natural remedies. But next week, we're going to talk about decoction and natural remedies. So, what is infusion? Infusion is very simple. It's simply a drink remedy. Either you soak the leaves, the plant, or the herb in a liquid, which is typically going to be hot water. For example, you might have a rosemary infusion. And these are basic remedies to treat certain ailments or conditions, as well as prevent certain ailments and conditions. Now, in my research, I was getting a lot of information about IV infusions, which is completely different. One is on one spectrum, one is on the complete other. If you are doing research and you see IV infusions, they are talking about intravenous venous infusions. Those are infusions you get directly in your vein. That is not what I am talking about this evening. I know that they do have people that do infusions, but that is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about infusions strictly on drink remedies to treat and or prevent. Now, that being said, make it known, Quintella, the pescatarian gardener, is not a doctor. What I am sharing this evening is for your um, FYI, if you want to call it for entertainment purposes, so be it. It is just what I have learned, what I have shared with you and others in the past and currently doing now to show you or let you know what I personally, on a personal level, find healthy. So, as I always say, my name is not Doogie Howser. I don't play a doctor on TV, nor am I one in real life. I don't have any letters behind my name. So, anything I say, take with a grain of salt. Use your own discretion, and do your own research. So, that being said, let's take a quick break and hop back on the chat and see what is being said. Because I know I have missed some people. Okay, so she said, okay, doll, I'm going to head to bed, get under the covers, snuggle with my sweetie. Good for you. Catching up with your live for a bit. I'll watch you in my bedroom. Have a great night. Thank you so much for the time you did spend, Karen. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Yes, I made it to the bottom. People are speaking. I love you, good people. Those that are watching the replay as well. Those that are in the bushes as well. I'm sure you guys have things to do. This is not medical advice. Do your own research. Thank you, Mike. Let me read it again. This is not medical advice. Do your own research. Boom! Exclamation point. Keep that in mind. Thank you. I appreciate that. I have some avocado oil being infused. Woo! Yes, yes, yes. I had not thought about that mixture. That's a good one. Wait, let me flip avocado and rosemary. See, as I was saying earlier, it's an interchange of encouragement. As they say in Spanish, intercambio de estímulo. So yes, thank you so much for that. So she said infusion and natural remedy, soaking the leaves of a plant in herb and liquid. Exactly. Hey, always gardening and prepping. Oh my goodness. Thank you for coming. Infusing herbs gets a little deeper than that. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It's so much, so much. Hoot hoot, always, absolutely. That was cute. Hey, Country Hustle 101 and people in the bushes, love you too. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yeah, that is nice, Sylvia. That is nice. Hey, so I'm back down to the bottom. So let's go back with these notes. So, some of the popular things that people make infusions with is chamomile or chamomile, however you want to pronounce it, is fine with me. Ginger, peppermint, and hibiscus, lavender, lemongrass, and a new one for me, rubus, rubus, Roobos, rubus. That was a new one for me. I have not completely done the research on that, so I can't speak on it. I need to speak what I know, and that I was not familiar with. But I have grown chamomile, I've grown ginger, peppermint, lavender, and not the lemongrass and not the hibiscus. But we're about to change that with the next season. I'm going to try my best to change it. Maybe not so lemongrass. Maybe definitely hibiscus. Lemongrass, I'm a little leery of for other reasons. But anyway, so those are the popular ones that we do. Now, when I have my chamomile, what I do is I grow it and I consistently pick those flowers, dry them. I do not dehydrate those. I just let those dry naturally. Usually, what I will do, or I shouldn't say usually, what I always do is put them in a jar and let them naturally dry out. And I find that that works great for me. When it comes to my ginger, last year was the first year I grew ginger, and I harvested it and I dehydrated it and I ground it into powder. This year I have doubled what I grew last year. I really realized I did not grow enough to last me. Now, because it takes so long to grow, you need to grow a lot. You need to grow a lot. At least I need to grow a lot. So, peppermint, I still have peppermint. What I love about peppermint is you have different peppermints, and that brings to the flavor and the infusion of them. And then the lavender, of course, I had that. So all of those things I try to make sure that I have because I want to make sure that my supply will last me. And I'm learning how to take care of it, how to preserve it, because this is what's going to keep me healthy and my family healthy. So, what if you don't have a yard? What if you don't have space? You can grow your ginger and your other things in a bucket. You can have 5 buckets on the porch and 5 different herbs, and that would be fine. That would be completely fine. So, let's get into this. So, um, one thing that you can do, which I really, really like, is you can mix chamomile and lavender together. Now, many people know that those are two calming herbs that work well together. They are a great infusion for bedtime. Some of us have really busy days, very tense filled days. For example, my husband being a truck driver, and it's a lot. It's not just simply driving a truck. You have to watch out for cars that scoot in front and not realize you can't stop on a dime. And so going through that all day long, 4 hours one way, having a break, 4 hours another way, or driving 10 hours is a lot and can be stressful. There are other jobs that can be extremely stressful. So if you had a nice bedtime infusion that will help you calm down, this would be a good one. For me, and maybe for all of you, something warm prior to bed really is calming to me. But then when you add something like lavender and chamomile, sets the mood beautifully for you to be able to relax and go into a good deep sleep. And deep sleep is good for you. It really is. Here's another one. Some of us have issues with digestion, sometimes bloating, and this next infusion can help ease the bloating. And that's ginger and peppermint. My first interaction with ginger was many, many years ago when someone, a friend of the family, gave us some ginger tea. What happened was my whole family was sick and she lived close by, such a fond memory. She brought us some hot ginger tea and she had some other stuff in it. And she happened to be from Jamaica. And she told us, this is something that we use in our country. I think that you need this for your family because your immune system is not good. You have having problem with your stomach and things like that. So I think you need to have this thing here, and it's hot. It's good for you. Sip it slowly, and you will start to feel better. If you need more, just give me a call, and I'll bring you some more. Man, I can hear her right now in my head. And she was right, guys. We all was sipping it. At the time, my children were little, and I let them sip it too, and just told them I made it a little cooler for them, not cold, not extremely hot, but it was warm enough that they would still feel the effects. And I'm gonna tell you something, we really felt better, and I appreciated her so much. She has passed, since passed, but she was an older Jamaican woman. And I am pretty sure that that is something that her family, her children, her grandchildren are probably still doing to this day. So that is another great infusion that helps ease the discomfort of bloating and helps aid in digestion. So take a break and hit the chat. Let's see. Where did I stop? Okay, here we go. Here we go. People speaking to Country Hustle. She said, been doing it for over 40 years. Yes. And that is the thing that I love. When someone like you has knowledge, you can share what you've done, how you've done it. And guys, please go check out the channel. You will learn so much. I promise you. I just recently subbed to Old Ways Gardening when prepping about a month or two ago. And I'm telling you, fabulous channel. I'm drinking Rubius tea with hibiscus and orange peel right now. Mike, that is awesome because one of the things that I wrote down said that that's exactly what you can do with the rubus and the orange peel. They didn't have the hibiscus, but they had that with the orange peel. But with the hibiscus, that's even more fantastic. So that thank you for putting that in there. Putting that in there. I appreciate that. Hey Cheryl, thank you so much for coming. I so appreciate you being here. Yes. So chamomile hoops and valerian knock you out. Yes, they do. They really do. So much. It does. It sounds like a cozy drink. The drink that you're gonna sip on when it's cold outside. Like I am such a nostalgic girl. Like I love the cold outside, sipping on something hot, your blankets up to your neck, you're listening to music or listening to something, which brings me to this. It is so off topic, but so related at the same time. So many of our parents or grandparents lived in a time when there was no TV. They listened to radio shows. And so when I am in my home sipping on something and listening to someone on YouTube, it kind of is nostalgic for me because it's like a radio show. And my dad is so wonderful that when we were kids, he would let us listen to old radio shows. I don't remember how he was able to pull it up for us, but we would listen to old radio shows. I'm trying to think of it. Some were kind of a little corny, people would say now, like Flash Gordon and some other ones. But I like that. We would sit around as a family and we would have hot chocolate and we would listen to them and we loved it. So now when I do that and listen to certain things on YouTube, it gives me that familiar feeling and I truly enjoy that. Food grade buckets. Yes. Glad you mentioned that. You cannot get any old bucket. So food grade buckets. Make sure they are food grade. I have buckets that I use and I've used to use and I've since gotten rid of them. There was a gentleman who had a pool business and he would uh bit, people have to have their pools cleaned professionally. They don't have to, but some do. And that's what he did. He would maintain and clean pools. And so it was certain chemicals that he would put in those buckets. And one day he had all the buckets lined out on the curb. And I was like, oh, can I get some of those buckets? And he said, yeah, but what are you going to use them for? Because these have chemicals in them and those chemicals are no good. And I said, oh, I was going to plant something in it. Don't do that. That was when I first learned about food grade buckets. And ever since, I make sure the buckets are food grade. So that's what I do. And I will tell you a little hint. Places like, oh my goodness, what is the name of that place? There's a food store. Excuse me, a sandwich shop. Oh, Firehouse Subs. The Firehouse Sub near me has buckets that they usually sell. However, when they don't sell for whatever reason and they have an abundance of buckets, they will give them away, or this particular manager would give them away for free. So check it out. Check out your buckets. There are other places you can get food grade buckets as well. So just be mindful. Don't make the mistake that I almost made. Not safe. Not safe. Okay, let me come down. Once the tea cools down, I mix it with sparkling water. Oh wow. That's interesting. I enjoy it hot and cold. I am mostly a hot girl. I do drink colder teas, but I prefer hot. Almost everything I drink is hot. Everyone take care and have a blessing. Thank you so much. Yes, yes, absolutely. Enjoy. Thank you. And I will catch the replay as always. Thank you so much for being here. When I was deadly sick, ginger tea. Wow. Sometimes that happens. That's all you can do is take that in. Parsley will do the same. Ooh, and I have a lot of parsley growing now. That's good to know. That is good to know. Aw, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you so much for being here. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody is speaking. Bye. Everybody's saying bye, bye, bye. So yeah, guys, just doing this information really gave me such a great boost. I enjoyed it. There's so much more I've learned. Hey, Cassandra, how are you? Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Just trying to get back down. Okay. Thank you. Let's see. I'm sorry. I'm trying to move a little quickly. Very anxious about sharing what else I learned. So she said, yes, I love that setting too. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. All right. I'm going to stop a little bit here. Hey, how are you? Donzel, thank you for coming. Appreciate you. Appreciate you so much. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Mama Shirley said, one of my elders came and took out air conditioning. Now I can turn on my heat. Bravo. That is so good because living where you live in that cold, you need to be able to turn your heat on. Speaking of which, bakeries too. Yes, that's true. That is so true. Joseph's glass pickle jars too. Oh, that's right. I didn't think about that. Good one. Good one. So what days do you post videos? Me. I'm an inconsistent poster. No, full transparency. I'm so inconsistent, it's ridiculous. This is what I would like my schedule to be. I'd like to have a live on Monday, post a video Tuesday, a short on Wednesday, a long video Thursday, Friday nothing, Saturday nothing, Sunday nothing. 3 days, free days. But it's so challenging. Guys, I have so much I want to do. Editing and trying to get it done and just life. Also, I bought a new camera. This is the DJI Osmo 3. They do have a 4 and a 5, but I got the 3. I didn't even know about the 4 and the 5 until I bought the 3. Doesn't mean I would have bought the other one, but I see learning curve. I've played with this. This is one, guys, that you can attach in a harness. Where did I put the harness? Okay. In a harness, and I can be hand-free in the garden. But I have to learn how to upload that to the laptop and then edit it. So that's the learning curve. But the pictures, I practiced with it a little bit this weekend. Oh my goodness. So all of that to say, soon, hopefully, I will be more consistent. I'm just not. And I know some people are very consistent, but I haven't found the rhythm yet. I haven't. When I was trying to get sick, I took mullein and peach I dried this summer. Yeah, man, that mullein is another one that's really, really good. I like the mullein for people that have issues with respiratory. Thanks, Miss Shirley. With respiratory issues, mullein is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So Cheryl says, LGG, I don't mind you speaking twice. Nobody does. What's up, my sister MNT living it? Just getting in the house. Okay. Well, relax. I understand. It's no problem. Tell the hubby I said hello. Hello. Yes, you do pretty good with your lives. Thank you. I'm trying. I'm trying to give something that's going to be meaningful, give something that people will enjoy, and most of all, that it would be an interchange, that people can give feedback. We can feed off of each other. I enjoy those types of lives where we can do that. So people are still speaking. Yes, which is nice. She said, that's okay, Pescatarian Gardener. Take your time. Thank you. See, y'all so encouraging. Thumbs up, thumbs up. All right, so let's get back to some stuff. So, this is one that I love, and it is very close or similar to what Mike was saying. You could take rosemary and orange peels and infuse that together. The combination is a nice citrusy flavor, gives you a nice citrusy smell, and it's good to it gives you a rich, robust flavor, and it's very good in giving you energy. Some people, when they want energy, they reach for caffeine. Try the natural caffeine. So much better, less side effects. So keep that in mind. You put the orange peels in the hot water. You put the rosemary in the hot water first. Then you add your orange peels. At least that's the way I would do it. What I like about this one is you could put this in a thermos. Now, they have some that really keep things hot, like those Stanley cups and whatnot. They can keep something hot all day. And what I like to do is put that in there and then sip on it as I need it. I start feeling sluggish, just take some sips. It's 64 ounces, so it'll last me a good while. And then I feel that even energy, not the up and then spiking, not up and down, roller coaster. I don't want that. This is a more consistent. I don't have the jitters like I do when I drink coffee, which I do not drink coffee often. Once every 6 months, I would say I will have a cup of coffee. But yeah, that's that. And what you could do, you could have the rosemary and the orange. You could add hibiscus to it, and you could add ginger to that. You could even add the chamomile to that, and even some lemon balm, and it would be just fine. So there was something I've not grown before, and I'm going to start growing it, and it is fennel. And I know plenty of you in the chat have grown fennel before. Thank you so much. Y'all are so good for me. And I'm glad you said that, because sometimes I'm like, ooh, should I put, I was like, oh, I don't have my earrings on. Oh, maybe I should put some lip gloss on. I like being a natural beauty. My husband loves that I'm a natural beauty. So the fact that y'all say that, I feel so good. Thank you. Because, in today's society, beauty is defined so differently. And so it's nice when you feel beautiful and others confirm that. Thank you. Wait, to make tea? Yes, to make tea. Yes, a hot infusion. Absolutely. So here's one. I said I need to grow fennel because I saw, this is not one that I've done. This is one I want to do, where you take the seeds from the fennel and you gently crush it. If you're cooking and you have garlic, I will sometimes take the flat of the knife and press it down to release the flavor of the garlic. Then I will chop it and add it in. And so that's basically what you're doing. You would have to gently um, crush those fennel seeds, and then you would add chamomile to that. And what this does is that is something that's going to help with your stomach. Um, I think that's good because so many times we might have stomach issues. And so that's another one that we can add that will help us with the stomach. And you can add hibiscus with that as well. So I like that one. I have that one marked with the star because that's one that I want to try. That one I have not tried. I just read up on that and found that. So boom, that is what I'm gonna try. So we're gonna see how it does. So another one is that you can take the hibiscus, you can take rose hip, both dried, so dried rose hip, dried hibiscus petals, put those in boiling water and let that steep for about 10 minutes. These are this one, the last one, and this one here are ones that I have not tried that I want to try. And I'll try them and maybe I'll do a video and let you guys see or do a video about what I've done and talk about it. And you guys can comment and give me your feedback, which I do appreciate. So I like that. I have a nice steeper. What it is it's a ball on a wire setting, and I can open it up and close it. So usually when I make teas, I will grab some of the dry tea, put that in water, grab one, put it in, and mix it. And with this one, I think that's something I would do the same way and just let them steep together. Again, this is another caffeine-free tea. It helps to contribute to your daily fluid intake. It's not a diuretic, so you won't have diuretic effects. Now, why is that important? Some people do not need something that is a diuretic. Diuretic is something that makes or helps or can hurt cleaning out your body. Now, what it does is it increases the urine production. Some people take a diuretic from the doctor, maybe because they might have high blood pressure. They're trying to release this salt. They may have a lot of swelling, a lot of water fluid that they keep in. And so that their body, for whatever reason, holds on to, it needs to be released. So that is a good one. But there is a cautionary measure. It can also be harmful because if you take or ingest too much, you can become dehydrated. We don't want that. Your electrolytes can become imbalanced. So that's not good. It could even lower your blood pressure too much. And we don't want that. So this is one that you want to particularly pay attention to and constantly evaluate whether you need to drink a lot or just occasionally. Occasionally. So keep that in mind. So that is what I have for tonight. I am grateful for those that gave input, such as Mike and Sylvia and Nikki and everybody, just everybody who contributed. I appreciate you. So I'm going to get back to this chat and we can talk about whatever. Talk about whatever. Yes, type that PG in, drop your link, and follow each other. Check out the content and see if it's something that you like. Right. Eggs. That's perfect. Treat as medicine, not all time use. Sometimes, not all the time. Some medicine you use as needed. Keep that in mind. So, guys, I'm super hyped on the information that I got. Where did I get my information from? Some of my information came from the Mayo Clinic. Some of my information came from books that I have. Some information came from National Geographic. I try to start my research on Thursday and just do research Thursday, Friday, Saturday. and then try to compile it all together Sunday. And if there's anything else I want to add, I do it Monday early so that Monday evening I can be ready. I try to get my information from .orgs, .edus, and I try to stay away from .coms as much. I just, and not that there's anything wrong with the .coms, but I just find more consistency in information with your .orgs and your .edus. And I know that a lot of people like Wikipedia, but the one thing I don't like about Wikipedia is it will say limited information. If you have more information, here's how you add it. But I can't trust that the person that added that information is a reliable source. So if I'm sharing something, I want it to be reliable. I want it to be something that I've tried, something I plan to try, something that is notable, noteworthy. If it's not, I don't want to share it at all in any form or fashion. So I just like to keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. So I appreciate each and every one of you. You have been wonderful. This has been a fun chat for me. It was garden talk, but in a different sense. It has been something that is related to the garden because it is natural, and we do want natural. And many of us, as I said, are going back to that. So I do appreciate that. I really do. So thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll see you in the morning. And everyone, listen. Thanks for the live and good night, everyone. Yes, absolutely. Everyone, stay safe. I will see you in those YouTube streets, everybody. And remember, as I always say, oh, before I end this, let me just say something quick. I am in the process of going back to my lives, and I'm going to give them new oh my goodness, what is it called? I'm so sorry. I want to be able to group my lives. So if you want to go back and say, wait, she mentioned something, let me go back. Boom, you can do it. So this thumbnails, I'm going to be changing the thumbnails on my lives. So if anybody ever, you guys or anybody else wants to go back and listen to it again, you can say, hey, I know she talked about that in the past. Boom, let me pull that one up. So I'm taking my time and going through them. So if it comes up as if it's something new, just know that it's only they're not new. It's just that the thumbnail has been changed. Don't know how that's going to happen, but just wanted to make sure you guys knew. So thank you to everybody in the bushes. Thank you to all of you that stayed and gave me a thumbs up. And hey, Rob, how are you? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I hope so. Thank you. So hey, Lynette, everybody who hey, my Renaissance grandma, who's a part of what I do, thank you. You are appreciated. So, as I always say, whatever you're doing, you enjoy it. Gózalo.